With 2021 behind us, you might be thinking, how am I ever going to get this off my bucket list? I've wanted to create a digital download product forever, and 2022 is the year to do it. But if you are running into some mindset roadblocks, today's video is going to help you through those by showing you that this is really possible for you. Hey, Christina Scalera here, and I'm the founder of D-Commerce Coaching. That's D as in digital. And if you are looking to get your passive income journey started, this is a great place to be. If you're struggling to get started, I know what that feels like. For a couple of years, I really struggled to find my footing as an entrepreneur after leaving a very cushy day job that just wasn't the right fit for me. And I tried a lot of digital products. I tried to sell graphics on Etsy. I tried to sell bathroom signs, like in America, you know, those employees must wash hands before returning to work. Yeah, I sold signs that were really cute and had a bunch of like clip art and vectors and stuff on them. Those sold pretty well. And eventually I turned to helping other business owners to get their legal stuff in order through contract templates, and now have the contract shop. And that's where I got all of my D-commerce experience over the last 6 years. I am no stranger to procrastination and doing lots of busy work in order to avoid doing the real work of getting your shop and your digital products out there. But the good news is that once you create your D-commerce products, they are up there and running forever. So you don't have to keep changing them like you would trying to change your marketing to get your services out there, especially if you're a coach or a done-for-you service provider. If you can take the time and stop procrastinating and get some of your D-commerce products up, it means that you don't have to do it ever again. Yes, this is a little bit of initial hard work, but you will be thanking yourself on Thanksgiving Day when you're about to run a Black Friday sale and everything is automated as far as the delivery and maybe even the marketing of your sale. The reason most of you are here and the reason I got into D-commerce so hard was that it got addicting to make money 24/7. In fact, as I'm filming this video, I just saw another $277 sale come in, and that happened earlier today when I was filming some reels. So this is something that is really, really fun because it means that as you work on other things that are going to get you more visibility for your business is still going to be making sales. Now, compare that with a done-for-you service model or coaching model where you don't get paid unless you show up to those calls or provide some sort of deliverable by a certain amount of time. You have to actively be working in order to make the money that the client is going to pay you, versus with D-commerce, you just get to make it once, it's up and running, and that gets to sell anytime, anywhere, all over the world, 24/7. The third reason why I love D-commerce selling is because these products are going to provide your customers with fast wins that they might have not been able to achieve before because maybe they couldn't afford an expert of your caliber and they couldn't afford to work with you for your done-for-you services, or maybe they just didn't know that what you offer as a solution in the form of your D-commerce shop even existed. Maybe they just found out about you and what you have for sale, and they previously thought they could only get that result with maybe a really expensive custom designer or build or something like that. So they're really excited about what you have to sell. Either way, this is going to be a fast win for you and your customer because they're going to be so thrilled to be able to walk away in less than 30 or 60 minutes and have the result that they were looking for. For example, when I started my business, I actually had two businesses. I had a law firm and I had the contract shop. And so with the law firm, people had to wait to book an appointment, to get on the phone, to see if we were a fit, to get an engagement letter, to get onboarded, to then me have time in my schedule to work with them. And so when all was said and done, even though I was pretty quick, it still took about a week to get all of this going. And then it took even longer to provide them with the actual work because I'm not a robot. I'm not AI. I have to actually do the work. And since I'm human, that takes a lot more time than a robot. However, when I created my D-commerce store and turned my services into a product, people were so excited because it meant that they could download my services basically and have a result that they were looking for, not in a week or 2 weeks or even 3, but in less than an hour. Plus, they didn't need me to walk them through it all step by step because it was very self-explanatory. Super easy, super fill in the blank. I just made it super simple for them to get the result that they wanted in the least amount of time. And And that is why my shop is so successful. And that is why you will have success with your shop this year if you can also make this an easy win for your clients and customers. One of my favorite reasons for having and starting a d-commerce store, and you'll want to remember this when things are getting a little bit tough, or you're losing your mojo, or you just need that little extra bit of motivation. We've all been there. But the reason why this is going to help you so much is because instead of working with one-to-one clients, you are now going to be working with one-to-many. This means that your growth is going to be exponential because as people buy your products from your store, they are going to be sharing their great find with their friends and their peers and everybody else that could be another great customer for your d-commerce shop. In my experience, it's a little bit slower at the beginning to make, say, $500 a month from your digital products versus a service. However, that will flip at some point, and I can promise you that if you keep going with your d-commerce shop, there is going to come a point where you have to choose, do you keep going with your services at all anymore? I had to let mine go a couple years ago because my d-commerce shop was taking off so much that it didn't make sense for me to continue to put any kind of effort and time into services because I was making so much more per hour doing my d-commerce shop than my law firm. And if you are ever really stuck, I want you to remember that you are in the business of serving. You are helping people so much with your d-commerce shop and the products that you will be putting out there. So if you ever doubt yourself, or if you ever doubt that the products are worthy or worthwhile, you'll want to remember that this is a huge service that you are doing for your audience and for your peers so that they can recommend you and they can have a resource where they didn't before. The reason why this is such a huge service is because you are creating something that is more affordable than your one-on-one service, but gets people a similar result, maybe not the exact same, but a similar result in less time. So it might not be as custom or perfect as working with you in a done-for-you setting or one-on-one setting. However, it is going to get more and more people a better and more affordable result than they would have been able to achieve on their own, or if they had had to shell out a lot of money for your one-on-one or done-for-you stuff. So everybody gets a little tiny piece of you versus a couple people getting all of you. That's a great service, not just to your bank account, but also to you if you tend to get stressed or if you have a lot of client work on your plate and you want to get that overwhelm off so that you can start focusing on these more passive streams of income, especially through your d-commerce shop. Never in the history of ever has there been an opportunity like this, and I can promise you, you are not too late. D-commerce shops are just getting started. I know that because I've been talking about these things for years, and I'm just starting to see traction and people getting interested in them. So we know that we are at the very beginning of this revolution of d-commerce selling, and I want you to get on board before it's too late in a couple years. Don't let the fact that another year has come and gone deter you from getting that done this year in 2022. Make sure that you get your product shop started. And if you want additional resources, literally step-by-step guides that I have for you, totally free, I've linked some of those below, including my 30-day shop launch plan so that you can get your shop and your d-commerce products up and selling right away. I love you guys. I'll be back next week with another video all about the different kinds of digital download products that you can sell. If you are getting stuck at all, this is going to really help you to figure out what the right fit is for you and your customers. So I'll see you then. Bye, everyone.